Well, my friends say, girl, you better take care.
Welcome, South Community. How you doing for another day, another episode? Glad y'all can come on in, sit in. We love you. We love you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and share. Smash that like button. And please tell others about it. Hey, we're glad to get ahead here. And what we're trying to do is portray a safe way to understand things. And a lot's been going on, and we got to look out for ourselves. Yeah, we got to look out for ourselves. Yep, I'm telling you, man, it ain't getting easier, y'all. It's not getting easier. Prepare yourselves, y'all. Can y'all get what I'm saying? Are you getting it? All right. Anyway, we're going to bring up this dude right here. I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with him. The Lion Kingsman of the Democrats. Everything's Donald Trump for. Let's just take a look at him right here. Y'all ready here? And let's see.
We're now 3 days from open enrollment. Today the window shopping begins. People are going to see drastic increases in their health care costs. People are going to sit at the dinner table Friday night with a hole in the pit of their stomach and saying, how are we going to do this? We can't afford another $4,000 or $5,000 a year, $10,000, even $20,000 in some cases for health care. How are we going to do without health care, but how are we going to pay for health care? And now, for the first time in history, a president, Donald Trump, is refusing to fund SNAP during a shutdown. 42 million Americans.
They have to sign the deed so he can open it.
Middle-class families someone's lost the job.
Liar.
Veterans. Senior citizens who struggle to pay for their food.
Open it up, Schumer.
People will lose their SNAP benefit.
Liar.
Not because the money's gone. Not because it's not permitted. Because Donald Trump ordered it stopped.
Liar.
Donald Trump is a vindictive politician and a heartless man.
You know better than him.
Let's be clear. This does not need to happen. Never before, under any president, Democrat or Republican, has SNAP been cut off in a shutdown, and Trump knows he can do it. Here's what he said. Yeah, everybody is going to be in good shape. Yup.
I got no respect for him, y'all.
When asked if he would fund SNAP next month. That's what he said this October. But then all of a sudden, seeing how badly they're losing on health care, he decided to use these 42 million innocent Americans as pawns.
What a liar.
Back in 2016, here's Sonny Perdue, the agriculture secretary. They funded it under Trump. In the last shutdown, 2019, January 8th, 2019. They funded it. So don't believe the bull, and I hope in every story you write
2019, y'all, we got enough of him. 2019 he's talking about. What do we care about 2019? The dummy don't even know what year we're in. And they lie. Chuck Schumer needs to be gone. And that old grandma behind him needs to be gone too. We had a new age, y'all, that we aren't falling for the lies no more. We got plenty of sense. They're working against so much hate against Donald Trump in every avenue. Every single avenue. And we have to stand up for ourselves. But the Democrats haven't learned there are consequences for what you do. Let's look at this right quick.
Listen, you are free to choose whatever you want, but you are not free from the consequences of whatever choices you have made. Make sure you let that sink in. Second part to that is whatever your consequences are because of the choices that you have made, don't lay that at my feet. I didn't make your choice. You did.
Again, you are responsible for your choices. Not us. Not Walmart. Not Walgreens. Not Target. You are. You're a grown person. You had time to prepare. And when you get these programs, it's not for you to do it permanently. It's to hand you up so you can get on your feet and provide for yourself. You're still using your mom's breast. You're a grown man. You can't let it go. And I've seen grown men on here, 2, 3 kids. I'm not going to work. Y'all going to feed me. What you mean we going to feed you? Get your butt out there and go to work. Able-bodied man. These are people that you want off the program. Don't need to be on it. Don't care if they don't eat. Worry about the kids, yes. But if they keep going that way, the kids going to turn out the same way.
So I made the video a couple of days ago about, the young lady in Walmart, kids and her food stamps and her government assistance or whatever. And for the most part, most people agree that it is absolutely sickening, and I don't give a damn what you say. But the few people who, chose to come for me or whatever with their little smart-ass comments, saying basically it's none of your business, it's not coming out of your pocket, who are you to judge, it doesn't affect you. Well, let me just tell you something. People like that, first of all, it screams to me, I'm food stamps. That's what it sounds like to me. But anyway, furthermore, for anyone saying it doesn't affect you, this is beyond taxes, because I'm going to have to pay taxes regardless of where the money goes. But my mother, who worked 2 jobs most of her life, sometimes 3, just to take care of me, when she was diagnosed with heart disease, when she was like 60, 62, and she couldn't work, and she was on disability, and that money was not enough for her to live on, but it was too much for her to get food stamps. Too much for any assistance, but not enough for her to live on, right? That's when I get pissed off. That the people who actually need it, the people who have worked and struggled their whole life, can't get it. But y'all little sorry people out here who don't want to fucking work, who want to sit up here and have kids and expect the government and everybody else to take care of them, are just raking in food stamps and goddamn government assistance. It pisses me off. It's no sense in that. An able-bodied person, then you need to be up taking your ass to somebody's job. I don't know what you say. And if you have to be on it, like I said, I was on it. But it was a stepping stone to get to where I didn't need it. Because frankly, I was absolutely embarrassing to have to be on and to have to use. But y'all sitting up here swaying hard like it's some kind of medal of glory. Y'all was sickening. So anyway, I couldn't respond to every one of y'all because some of y'all were just sickening. So I'm going to let you know. All of y'all who jumped out there like, what does it have to do with you? You sound like your ass is goddamn dragging the system. That's what you sound like. And it does affect me. Because when my mother could not get that, guess who stepped in? Me. And I'm going to do that because that was my mother. But the point is, the people who need assistance aren't even getting it. From y'all using the goddamn system and sucking it dry. That's why it pisses me off. That's why it affects me. Oh, y'all who didn't like what I said. I don't give a
Woo! Sister's a little upset. I understand. Y'all try and delete the cussing out as much as you can. We try and work on this end as much as we can. This is from X News. It says Walmart closing on November the 1st. The retailer faces $2 billion loss as SNAP payments freeze amid government shutdown. So they're losing $2 billion. And Walmart I've been in retail a long time. Walmart has to pay for this stuff before it comes in. And because you didn't get your SNAP, TAP, RAP cards, y'all need to look at. It's a great time for y'all to find out who you voted for. You voted for these people to put these people in there telling you lies to their teeth. Every time a Democrat open up their mouth, they're lying. Just outright lying. Can't believe nothing they say. And understand it, because the truth will come out. Chuck Schumer said every day that the government's closed is better off for them. And then the head of the, I call it communist Democrats, said that this is one of the ways that they can use their leverage. And they don't care, like he's trying to say the insurance is going to go up and Donald Trump didn't do anything about it. How are you going to pay it? Half of y'all ain't paying no insurance no way. Obama insurance ain't worth nothing. And Obama set it up where if you didn't pay it, he took it from you. That's communist. We don't want his insurance. Tell him to go cross his little sweet legs somewhere and sit on the mic and say, Mike, what do you want me to do now? We don't need people like that, because we don't need to get used to a feminine man in the house. No, we men. We sit down with our legs open. Let it hang, baby. Let it hang. He crosses his legs like a little pervert. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. And everywhere we turn, we got these fake judges, because they got Donald Trump syndrome, trying to cut out his rulings worse than any president we've had in there. Take a look at this. And this is great, y'all, because this bald-head sucker here, we're going to be able to, of course, surpass the new ruling, and we won't have to put up with this mess.
The Supreme Court just cleared the way for Trump to deport illegals even faster. The High Court ruled that Trump can use the Alien Enemies Act to send Venezuelan gangbangers to a mega prison in El Salvador. This is a huge ruling in Trump's favor and a major win for the country, after, as you know, D.C. Judge James Boasberg ordered a stop to the deportations. So this is pretty significant. These deportations, Caroline, can keep going.
This is a massive legal victory, Jesse, a massive victory for law and order and for our constitutional republic and the sovereignty of the United States of America. We called on the Supreme Court to rein in these activist judges like Judge Boasberg, who was completely out of line and trying to say that the president didn't have the executive authority to deport foreign terrorists off of our soil. We have always maintained the position at the White House that the president was well within his constitutional authority to do so, and this decision proves that President Trump and our administration have always been right from the beginning. He will continue to utilize the Alien Enemies Act to remove foreign terrorists and Tren de Aragua members, vicious gang members from American communities, and because of this ruling, the United States of America is a much safer place. Our team will get to work tomorrow to deport these heinous, violent foreign terrorists from our neighborhoods.
And you had another couple critical wins in the court with regard to Doge. Tell us about those. That seems to be making progress.
Yes, absolutely. There have been many wins that the mainstream media has failed to cover, particularly over the weekend. The Supreme Court also ruled that the president does, in fact, have the authority over federal funding, that he can dictate what funds can go out the door and what can't, so long as they are part of the executive branch. So we have always, again, maintained that every executive order the president has signed, every executive action that he has taken has been well within his executive authority, and Doge is doing a tremendous job at cutting back at the waste and the fraud and the abuse that have been ripping off American taxpayers, that have not been aligned with our interests here in our country. So we're going to continue the president's agenda. Again, he's well within his constitutional authority, and it's great to see the Supreme Court reining in these activist judges who are wearing robes but are acting as judicial activists, not as real judges and real arbiters of the law.
All right. Lawyers wrong. I can't believe a lawyer would ever be wrong. It just amazes me. They think they're always right. I guess not this time. Sorry, Boasberg. We love you, but we're sorry. Caroline, thank you.
Finally, they putting them in their place. We're able to move on. Able to move on. And this is sickening, people. The things that they're getting away with. And this is one note I'm going to leave you guys with. And I think you all need to listen to it, because a lot of people are fed up. A lot of people are going to stand up. And Stealth Community is going to end it here. I want to tell y'all to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Tell others about the channel. Please subscribe. Follow the channel all the way through. Give us your comments. And we're trying to get 1,000 subscribers. Hey, if we can do it tomorrow, at the end of the month, let's get it rolling. We're trying to grow this channel fast. We're trying to get the people in here, because not only do we converse back and forth, we listen, and we try to give out the most pertinent information there is. Let's listen to this, y'all.
Damn shame. All these people on TikTok hollering they're going to go rob people, they're going to go steal from stores, they're going to go do this and do that because the government ain't going to give them their food stamps in November, are the same ones that were at the No Kings rally. The same ones that voted for the Democrats, the same ones that voted for the people that shut the government down to begin with. The best thing that you can do is go to your governors, go to your constituents, go to whoever you can, and beg and plead with them to open the government back up. It's not going to be worth losing your breath over. It ain't going to be worth it. There's going to be people like me that's going to be waiting. Y'all done said what y'all going to do. So there's going to be people like me that's waiting to stop you. It ain't worth losing your breath over. It ain't worth losing, never seeing your family again. It ain't worth never eating again. Never doing anything again. It ain't worth it. So before you start doing that stupid shit that y'all talking about, before you start robbing people, before you stop burglarizing people, before you start stealing from the stores and all, just remember, you're the ones that voted for the people that shut the government down. You're the ones that voted for this bullshit. And it's not worth losing your life over. I'm telling you that now. But if you want to, if you want to try, some of us old boys out here, if you think that you got what it takes, go right on ahead. Because I'm telling you now, there ain't no telling who is carrying these days. There's no telling what age, what color, what creed. There's no telling who it is. So you better watch yourself before you're never able to do anything again. It's awful dark and 6 feet under the ground. Nothing to eat, can't support your family, can't do anything. Tell you what else you might want to try. You might want to go out and get one of them JOBs. You know, one of them things where you get up in the morning and you go and you put forth effort and you make shit happen and you get paid for it. Yeah, it's called a job. You might want to try that before you lose everything that you've ever had. everything that you would ever have in the future. Because you won't have nothing left. You won't have a breath in your body. So just think, that $40, $50 you're going to steal from somebody might cost you more than you ever expected. Might cost you your life.
People, this is Tell Community. Smash the like button. We'll see you on the next one.